Hey friends, welcome back. I have another tutorial for you. Let's do the granny square. Now I start my granny squares. I typically do the traditional magic ring. If you want to do the magic ring where you chain 4, close it, that's fine too. You can do that. And then once you do your your 4 chains and close it, or your magic ring, we're going to chain up 3. Now after you chain 3, going back into the circle, we're going to do 2 more double crochets. This is going to count as your first cluster. Okay, chain 2. And primarily right now, I am going to just try to use traditional terms. I want you all to start getting used to hearing traditional terms, so that way when you're watching other people or reading patterns, you understand what is being said, because sometimes everyone isn't a great teacher. Okay, so we're going to yarn over. We're going to do another cluster of 3. This is your first cluster. We're going to do another cluster of 3 double crochets. So 1, 2, 3. So at this point, you should have 1 cluster of 3 double crochets, a chain 2, another cluster of 3 double crochets. We're going to repeat that around one more time here. So chain 2, 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and don't let that slip, 3. Okay, sorry if I went off screen there. 1, 2, 3. Now if you still have a lot of space, I don't, but if you do, pull this yarn just slightly. Don't close it yet. Okay, don't close it yet. You want to look almost like, you see how that's forming the square? All right, you see the shape that's taking place? Also, don't crochet so tight that you can't move your work, y'all. There should still be flexibility in your work. Chain 2, yarn over, going back into the circle. Pull up 2, 2, 2. We're going to do 3 double crochets again. Okay. So this is what you should start looking like. This, we are going to close the middle. You should have 1, 2, 3. So far, you should have 3 chain 2 spaces before we complete this here. And then you should have 1, 2, 3, 4 double crochet clusters. Okay, we're going to chain 2. Roll over, roll to the next side. If it helps you to close this slowly, do that, okay? But don't close it too tight just yet. Now we are back at our beginning. 1, 2, 3. I want you to kind of open that. If you see this little small square here at the top, that's where you're going to insert your hook and do a slip stitch. Boom. Right? There you go. So now we have a square. Hold it up so you can see. 1, 2, 3, 4. And if it helps, y'all move it around a little bit so you can see the shape just taking form. Now what I like to do to help the shape of my granny square, I like to slip stitch over to the next chain 2 space. Some people will go here. They'll tell you to chain up, turn your work. I don't particularly like to do that. This also helps to keep the stitches uniform. Okay, so I'm going to slip stitch over one more and then slip stitch into, also I'm into the actual hole. Some people don't do that, some do. I prefer to be into the hole. I'm going to chain 3, yarn over. Let's do 2 more double crochets. Notice how I am holding my work. Okay, you holding that previous row like you learned in other ones, so that way to help you control your tension. Chain 2, right? If you need to slide this around, do that. Notice I haven't closed my hole yet, and I still have this extra here, okay? Because at the end, I want you to really weave that in. Chain 2, yarn over into the space. give me 3 double crochets. 2, 3. Now to get over this chain 3 here, I like to chain 1. Some people don't, but that makes it a little bit tighter and you can't really see your stitches. Yarn over, go into this next corner. 1, slide over if you need to. 2 double crochet, 3 double crochet. And we're just going to repeat that all the way around, y'all. Chain 2, yarn over, 3 more double crochets. Y'all don't let your yarn split like that. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so now the square should be taking shape. Don't worry about this middle. I'm going to close it, but I just want you guys to see essentially what I'm doing here. That was a little lumpy. Probably lost my tension there. That's okay. Chain 1. That will get us past these 3 here. Yarn over, 3 double crochet, chain 2, another cluster of 3 double crochet in this same space. All right, chain 2. Make sure we stay on screen. Hold it up. Hope you all are following along. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments, okay? And honestly, you do this around and around and around and around. And you can make a larger granny square blanket, etc. So 1, 2, 3. Chain 2. Yarn over. We're at the last corner. We're wrapping up. And, even though I'm a little wonky because I'm worried about filming more so, but there we are. Now, I'm going to take this middle piece, I'm going to close it. Boom. I'm going to close that up in a second too, but I just want y'all to start. I want to give you the visual. Actually, let's close that up real quick. Again, 1, 2, 3. Remember that tight space right there up top? We're going right in there. Yarn over, close it up. Did I chain 1? I think I did. It looks a little tight. Okay. Right, well, let's trust that I chained 1. I just want y'all to see. So now we have row 1. This is row 2. Okay. You should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, you got to make sure you know how to count. So we have 8 spaces. These in the middle, I've chained 1. These on the end in the corner, I've chained 2. Okay, I hope that helps y'all. And honestly, if you want to do a granny square blanket, just keep going. Yarn over again till you get to that space. 3 chains for your double crochet. And just keep going around, all the way around. You're going to put 2 clusters in the corners with a chain 2. 1 here in the middle. 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay? I hope that helps. If you have any other questions, let me know. Leave a comment below. And I'll talk to you all later. To the next tutorial. Bye.